And when you stop reacting, make it as a strong spiritual practice. Like you must have seen, when two people are talking, and you are just standing there. One tells, hey, yaar, when I was coming, suddenly my car stopped, and I don't know what happened. And then, I was struggling, and then there was no petrol. And therefore I am late. Now one person said this thing, other person heard. Now we are the third person. Is it necessary to participate? But we have to, because that is a habit. See? Like one person tells his experience. See, I went, the other day in that place, and surprising, the room that they have given me, it was a good retreat center, resort. And when I went and wanted to put the key in the lock, on that lock there was a cobra. What kind of things it is? So he makes a very excited news. The others, ye to kuch bhi nahi. Then, when I went, and a similar place, it happened somewhere in Konkan, and then when I lifted the, cover and wanted to get into sleep, there was already a partner, a cobra was there. Now what do you get by telling this? Only thing, we want to get involved in participation one way or the other. Nothing else. And then we develop this as our faculty. And therefore you will see old people have got opinions, suggestions, decisions for everything in the whole universe. This is how they have been doing. See, stand apart. If you want to learn car driving, where do we learn? We go to a football ground and learn there. And there also, we find out a tree to go and hit. Because we are not yet very perfect in our driving. Such a person, can he come on the main road for driving? He cannot. Exactly the same way. Be attentive. A person who is constantly reacting while living in this world. He is learning driving car on the football ground. A person who is constantly reacting to everything in this world. Now that driver has to bring the car on the express highway. Now this man who has been constantly reacting with the world, now he comes on the seat of meditation. See? He who cannot stop reacting with the world, will he ever stop reacting with the mind? See, friends, we have to remain extremely aware. Are we getting involved in this world? Whether invited or uninvited? And if you become aware, you will come to know 99% we get involved uninvited. See. And thereafter we suffer. See. The other day I was going from Bombay to Pune. And normally when I go, I do not invite anybody to join me in the car. Because that is the only time I finish lot of my work on phone and everything. And when somebody, third person is there, then they will get involved. And suppose I talk to somebody, hey, I was coming there but I can't come, but I'll be going to such and such place. Immediately it becomes a news, that day I was going with Swamiji, and he had a heart problem, and the doctor told he doesn't have heart, and I was so worried. Because we are newsmongers. See. And we can't stop. This is how our mind is unwantedly getting involved in the world. Therefore, it is said, Yad bodhamatram tad brahmeti. Only the experience, not experience of. See? Sound is heard. If we react, there will be turmoils in the mind. Sound is heard, we don't react. Mind remains as it is. After that, silence is followed. The mind doesn't react. And thus, the mind is trained not to react to the presence and absence of anything and being in this world. This experience is called as Brahmeti. This is what is called as Paramatma, Parabrahma. You know, it is so simple, friends. If you are on the surface of the sea, swimming, the waves will be tossing us up and down. So what is the best way to get freedom from the waves? Any dumb fellow will say, get out of the sea. That is not the way. Then go deep in the sea. Go another 5-10 feet below and see the beauty. See, the Great Reef of Australia, when I went there for seeing that, so they put on all the kinds of things and we went into the sea, about 7-8 kilometers inside. And then they have given us something like, antenna from where you throw the air and out and all that. So when we were seeing that, the waves will bring you up and down, up and down. I said, hey man, I don't want all these funny things. I removed it. And again I jumped into the sea and went down about 10-20 feet. I could touch the corals and everything. No waves. That day it was the greatest experience. When we are at the periphery of our personality, samsara is. In the depth of our personality, there is no samsara. See? So am I going to fight with the waves? No, there should not be any waves, then only I will swim. Then stand whole life like Vivekananda on the rock. See, the only way is dive within. The moment we dive within, we die, and the truth alone remains. This is what is called as Yad bodhamatram tad brahmeti iti evam dhi brahmanishchayaha. This understanding is called as abidance in that truth. Otherwise, we don't know what for we are sitting for meditation. What is the destination? What is the path? Nothing is known. And for us, the meditation is like what? In a dark room during Amavasya, a blind man was searching for a black rat which was not there. That is our meditation. See? What for we are sitting? No, everybody is sitting, so I also sit. Is that meditation? And there you won't get anybody. Excuse me, which direction Brahman is? No. By the one, to the one, all alone without feeling lonely. Panchakosha parityage sakshi bodhavasheshataha swasvarupam sa eva syat shunyatvam tasya durghatam. Panchakosha parityage. Thus, when we rise above the 5 koshas, the panchakoshas, sakshi bodha avasheshataha, only the witnessing experience, that alone remains. See? The other day I was in Pune, one lady, very sincere, very deep understanding. She wrote a slip. Swamiji, you told us about going beyond Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya. But what is the meaning of going beyond the Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya kosha? What is the spiritual practice we have to do so we go beyond all the panchakoshas? This is what I said, Panchakosha Parityagi. I'll give you one by one-liner. Be very attentive. Going beyond the gross body, Annamaya Kosha. Let worldly things and beings don't bother us. Because worldly things and beings become meaningful only when we accept ourselves to be the gross body. First. Second thing, Pranamaya Kosha. Let hunger and thirst be not an issue of our life. Whatever comes, eat and forget. See, all the time are thinking about food. Breakfast ko kya khayenge? Lunch ko kya khayenge? How long are we going to have the same topic again and again and again? See, going beyond the mind, third spiritual practice. See, the other day, one lady told me, Swamiji, when you are telling some your experience joke, and I have heard it somewhere, therefore I didn't laugh. Then I told, but what did you learn from that? Process of learning should not stop. What should I learn from this? I said, listen. When you listen to the same joke, you don't laugh, is it not? Because you know already. In the same manner, when it is the same misery again, why do you become more miserable? This is very true. But don't we become miserable again and again because of the same misery? And we think ourselves to be wise. If the same joke doesn't give us joy, why should the same misery give us misery? We should be experienced. Aadat hai. Therefore, going beyond the mind is do not glorify and justify that I am so miserable, I am very unlucky. No, refuse. Don't justify that you are miserable. Then don't try to make anybody happy. It's a very important principle. Don't try to make anybody happy. Why? Everybody has the right to be miserable. See? If somebody wants to be miserable, tathastu. Don't try. You will go beyond these three koshas. Then Vijnanamaya kosha. Going beyond the Vijnanamaya kosha is giving up the sense of doership. We have this wrong notion. Without us, the world doesn't move. We have the wrong notion. I am doing the japa. Therefore, I have been told by my guru, do this japa mantra, for 36 malas. And it is rightly said, God's name protects. But whom? The guru is protected from the disciples. So what the gurus do, all the gurus who give the mantra diksha, this is the secret. Therefore, I don't give mantra diksha to anybody. Because I am not afraid. Other gurus are afraid. How they are afraid? These bhakta will come and eat their head. Maharaj, my wife is so terrible. She hits me every day. What should I do? Okay, I'll give you mantra. Then after that mantra, you will start hitting her. Really? Okay. And then what you have to do? You have to chant this mantra 36 malas per day. Okay, and you being very dear to me, I give you not a small mantra, Hari Om, Hari Om. I'll give you long mantra. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiyo Bandhanat Mrityor Mukshiya Mamrutat. Om 36 malas. So you start. One, oh God, one you are. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim. And then you get so booked in that, next time you don't go to the Guru. He will ask, Beta, jab kaisa chal raha hai? Ram, I am not doing it. So the best way is to protect yourself. You don't go to the Guru, and thus the Guru is protected. This is the greatness of the Mantra Shakti. See, friends, because whether we are doing something in the outer world or we are doing japa, don't do japa. When you do japa, you are keeping an account. Itne baar kiya hai. See. Then what for? Japa is done only for time pass. Find out how much time you have today. Suppose you have got 10 minutes. Okay, enough. Then chant the Lord's name only for time pass 10 minutes. Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. We are not concerned about the number. We are concerned about the time. And if you see, our jobs are based on how much time you sell from your life. When you take a job, you are supposed to be in the office from 10 to 5. So 10 to 5, time of your life is sold. Our whole life is based only on the time principle. Not how many times you chant. You don't have time, 10 minutes only, but you have to complete the japa. Then what will you do? Jeske. Bhagwan will get confused. See? That is not the way. Our chanting the japa is like taking the Ayurvedic medicine. Can anybody imagine? Take Kutaja Rishta, put on your tongue. No. We directly put it into our larynx or pharynx and then pour a glass of milk or sweet something, then only we are happy. Because it is so disgusting. This is the technique of Ayurveda. They give you such a terribly tasting medicine to prevent from the next dose. You say, I am okay. See? Net result is the same. Our chanting the japa, big number within short time is like this. Ram, 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 Ram. As if it is a jar. On the contrary, chant the Lord's name like eating a chocolate. How we eat a chocolate? Take them up. No. We keep it. And slowly, keep on biting, keep on biting. Then you enjoy the taste, the rasa, in the same manner. Raso vaisaha, rasagam hevayam labdvanandi bhavati. When we are able to experience the joy in the name of the Lord, that joy is Paramatma. But normally what happens? I don't know why did I go to that Guru. But Swamiji, can I change my Guru? Because I started liking you. So I want to give up that Guru. But then what will happen afterwards? I said, you make 2 more Gurus. Then what will happen? There will be 4 Gurus to carry you. See? Maharaj, come to recognize this simple truth. Panchakoshe parityage. So we have to give up the doership, not only in the worldly things, but also in your spiritual practice. Otherwise, I am doing meditation. Meditation is not an action, friends. See? Like doing pranayam. That is an action. And how long can we do pranayam? One person asked me, Swamiji, how long should I do pranayam? I said, do it 21,000 times. 21,000 times is too much. I said, okay, 2,000 times, that is also too much. Okay, 100 times. Will it do if I do 11 times? I said, okay, do 11 times. Then I asked him, why you reduce the number? No, one gets tired of doing pranayama for so many times. I said, very good. Since how long you are breathing? Are you tired of breathing? Do we say, I am tired of breathing, I am not going to breathe? Now what is the reason? Learn from this. Then we come to know pranayama is done. Therefore, I is born. Wherever there is I born, the samsara begins. And what is samsara? Tiredness, frustration, achievement, failure. Same way, we do meditation. One person told me, Swamiji, I have been doing meditation for many years, but nothing has happened. I said, to whom? To Guru? Or to the society? What do you expect to happen? No, earlier I used to get headache, now I don't get. Oh, so you want a headache? Please understand, meditation is not done. You live in meditation and then do the things in this world. Like we are waking state and then we conduct ourselves in this world. Therefore, this going beyond the Vijnanamaya Kosha is giving up the sense of doership. And then going beyond the Anandamaya Kosha is, be very attentive. Many people tell us, Swamiji, sitting with you meditation is such a solid experience. I really enjoy it. Is it an ice cream that you enjoy? It is not a bhoga. Never enjoy meditation. The moment you start enjoying meditation, your next sitting will be, कल के जैसा meditation आज भी हो जाए. And it will never happen. Because nothing in this world is ever repeated except foolishness. See? But then what happens? Yesterday when I sat for meditation, I saw lights. So today when I sit, what will be my goal? आज भी लाइट लगने चाहिए. And then today there are no lights. I don't know what happened. Then what happened? Go to Guru. Maharaji, yesterday there were lights, today there was no light. What is the reason? Today, power off. See? Thus our meditation becomes enjoyable or suffering. When bhoktrutva bhiman, enjoyership is given away, then you transcend the Anandamaya Kosha. So this Pancha Kosha Parityage. So the first, Annamaya, things and beings must not bother us. Pranamaya, food should not become an issue of life. Manomaya, don't try to justify why you are miserable. Everybody knows it. Vijnanamaya, don't do sadhana. Let it happen. Live in awareness. And Anandamaya, don't enjoy meditation. Live in meditation 24/7. When these 5 things are practiced, Panchakosha Parityage, then Sakshi Bodha Avasheshataha Swaswarupam. So what we have done, when we transcend these Panchakoshas, then Sakshi Bodha Avasheshataha, the one who has discarded the body and prana, mind, intellect, etc., he alone remains. See? Then that is Saswarupam Saeva Syat. That is our essential nature. Now just now see. First, listen to the words that I say. Then listen to the silence. So first words. Om. Oh. Oh. Now listen, I'll explain you and again we'll do it. First, our attention is on the sound, gathered through the ears. Then our attention goes on the silence. What is silence? Absence of sound. So in the silence also, the object is sound. And then the third stage, when presence and absence of sound makes no difference, we have come to our own being. If this is clear, now again. As much presence of the sound is an object, that much absence of the sound is also an object. When the presence and absence of the sound make no difference to us, then we have gone beyond sense organs, mind, intellect, and experiencer. Now apply the same principle to all the experiences of life. We gain something, we lose something. When it doesn't make any dent on our mind. Here we are not doing anything. It is all undoing. See? Tyage naike amrutatva manashu. Thus, swaswarupam sa eva syat shunyatvam tasya durghatam. Therefore, when Panchakosas are rejected and to say that nothing remains, how it is ever possible? Even nothing is recognized as existing. See? And when you come to the absolute existence, we cannot call it even as existence. See, the truth is referred as Satchit Ananda only because to deny the absence, it is called as Sat. To deny the inertness, it is called as Chit. To deny the miseries, it is called as Ananda. But from the absolute standpoint, even to call the reality as Satchid Ananda is a blasphemy. It's not true. See, friends. This experience will never be repeated because this experience is not gathered through sense organs or the mind. It will be the same. Akhanda mandalakara. So, shunyatvam tasya durgatam. Asti tavat swayam nama vivada vishayatvatah swasminnapi vivadaschet prativadyatra ko bhavet. If somebody has a doubt and argument about one's own existence, tavat asti swayam nama vivada avishayatvatah. I don't think I am. Now to such a person, who will talk to him? Because you don't know whether you are there or not. Therefore, there cannot be any experience where this presence can ever be recognized as absent. It cannot be. Therefore, asti tava swayam nama vivada avishayatvatah. Then our presence can never be recognized objectively. Avishayatvatah. It is not objective recognition. And if it is not objective recognition, immediately we will come to, it must be subjective. No, it is not subjective also. See. Like, I was in Brazil and we were having 3 sessions of 3 hours each, spread over 2 days. First, talk on meditation and then practice of meditation. So there was one elderly man. He said, Swami, will you mind, I was sitting like this thing, he came here, will you mind if I put my sleeping bag there and do meditation sleeping? I said, no mind, you sleep. So he slept there. And after meditation everything was over, then he came, Swami, are you married? I said, no. Then I said, I am happy. There are only 2 types of people in this world, married and happy. No, I don't mean that. I mean, because you give the examples about the married people, I thought you must have gone through all this. I said, yes, I have gone through all this. You know only one wife. I know hundreds of wives. And their problems. Therefore, when we are lying down here for meditation, that time, if you are not a husband, are you a non-husband? Do we call somebody as a non-husband? See? In the same manner, if you are not the experiencer, then shall we call that you are a non-experiencer? If you are not a subject because there is no object to eliminate, therefore should we call he is a non-subject? Any language you use, it will be a wrong language. And therefore, the truth is beyond all the words. Therefore, asti tavat swayam nama vivada avishayatvatah swasmin api vivadaschet prativadyatra ko bhavet. To such a person, who will talk to him and discuss anything? Because he himself doesn't know. You can talk to me, but I don't know whether I am here or not. See? Therefore, the meaning is, there is no doubt about one's presence under any condition. Be very attentive. The waker is not present in the dream. The dreamer is not present in the deep sleep. The deep sleeper is not present in the samadhi. And the samadhi fellow is not present in all the 3. But there is one factor which is supporting all 4 of them, but is never either present or absent. See how the limitation of the language. This happened in Michigan. I was with Swamiji and he was talking about, the Mandukya or something like that. And then somebody was trying to explain what Swamiji explained. See, he draw lines. Waker, this is a waker, this is a dreamer, this is a deep sleeper, and the 4th one is the Turiya. So when you discard the 3, the 4th remains. So the other people are sitting like that, and they were not convinced. But how to argue with intelligent people? The best way to disagree with anybody is to agree immediately. Never discuss anything with fools. So, then few of them, Swamiji, we are not understood. Can you please tell me? Then I said, first of all, remember, fourth is not fourth. First step. It is called as fourth because we are giving importance to the three. Therefore, it is called as fourth. So that doesn't mean it is a fourth. Then on the one, the three are superimposed. Like the son, the husband, and the father. And the fourth is the man. So is the man fourth? Man is the one. He is called as the son because of the conditioning of the father. He is called as the husband because of the conditioning of the wife. He is called as the father because of the conditioning of the son. But does it mean he is the fourth one? On the contrary, he is the one. Therefore, grammatically if you talk, Turiya means fourth, but Vedantically if you talk, Turiya means Ekameva Dvitiya Neha Nanasti Kinchana. See the difference? In the same manner, here the teacher says,